Welcome to the Automated Daily, Hacker News Edition. Today is the 9th of September, 2023, and we have a lot to cover. From Silicon Valley's visa applications to the privacy concerns of major car brands, we're diving into the latest tech news that's making waves. Let's kick things off with some news from Silicon Valley. Despite recent mass layoffs, top companies like Google, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, Zoom, Salesforce, and Palantir are still applying for thousands of H-1B worker visas this year. It's a curious move, considering these companies have recently let go of a significant number of their workforce. For instance, Google announced plans to cut 12,000 jobs globally, but then turned around and filed applications for H-1B visas to hire software engineers and other roles from outside the U.S. It's a similar story with Meta, Amazon, and Microsoft, who have also announced significant job cuts. Switching gears, let's take a trip down memory lane to the early 1970s when the C programming language was developed. Originally designed as a system implementation language for the Unix operating system, C evolved from the typeless language BCPL and quickly became one of the dominant languages in the computer industry. Its success can be attributed to its simplicity, portability, and its ability to interact with the Unix operating system. Next up, we have some concerning news from Mozilla's latest edition of * Privacy Not Included. It seems that all 25 major car brands, including Ford, Volkswagen, and Toyota, have failed to meet consumer privacy standards. These brands are collecting and sharing deeply personal data, such as sexual activity, facial expressions, and genetic and health information. This data is gathered through various means, including sensors, microphones, cameras, and connected devices in cars, as well as through car apps, company websites, dealerships, and vehicle telematics. The worst offender is Nissan, which admits to collecting a wide range of personal information without specifying how it is collected. Moving on to the world of programming, we have a benchmark comparison between the Julia programming language and the Mojo SDK. The author calculates the Mandelbrot set using code provided by Modular in both Julia and Mojo. The Julia implementation takes 7.452 milliseconds to compute the Mandelbrot set, while the Mojo code takes 2.139809 milliseconds. The author is seeking suggestions on how to further improve the Julia code for better performance. In the realm of Linux, a user is seeking resources on Linux kernel module development. Some suggested resources include books by Kaiwan N. Bilimoria and Joseph Kong, websites like sysprog21.github.io and zerozax.gitbooks.io, and the suggestion to seek out experienced developers for guidance. Stargazers, get ready! A newly discovered comet named Nishimura could be visible to the naked eye this weekend. The comet was discovered just a month ago and is reaching peak visibility much sooner than expected. It will pass closest to the Sun on September 17th and will be easiest to observe in the Northern Hemisphere. Let's talk about Skio, a company that helps brands on Shopify sell subscriptions. They have a team size of 39 and are currently in the seed funding stage. They have a transaction fee business model and have gained 90% of their customers from recharge. Skio is backed by Y Combinator and has a flat organizational structure with minimal meeting culture. They have a big long-term vision for building network effects and aim for a valuation of $1 trillion or more. Next, we delve into what happens when you shift a register by more than the register size on different processor architectures. The behavior varies depending on the architecture, with some processors masking the shift count and others allowing larger values. In legal news, a federal appeals court has ruled that the Biden administration likely violated the First Amendment by pressuring social media platforms to remove false or misleading content about the COVID-19 pandemic. The ruling partially upheld a lower court's preliminary injunction and limited its impact to the White House, the Surgeon General's office, the FBI, and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Finally, we end on a somber note. Dennis Austin, the principal software developer of PowerPoint, has passed away at the age of 76. Austin played a significant role in shaping how information is communicated in modern society through the creation of PowerPoint, which became one of the most ubiquitous and occasionally scorned programs of modern office life. And that's a wrap for today's edition of the Automated Daily, Hacker News Edition. We hope you found these updates insightful and informative. Join us again tomorrow for more tech news that matters. Until then, keep innovating, keep learning, and keep making a difference.